How's it going, guys? My name's Zach MacArthur, and today I'm here with my fiance Kyra, and we are going to be doing some ladies lessons. So we're going to start a little bit of a ladies program here. She's a beginning golfer, so we're going to try to teach some of you other ladies out there, or some guys that are interested in teaching their girlfriends, fiancés, wives how to play the game of golf. We're doing this for you here. So we'll just kind of go through pretty standard, just through kind of like a normal lesson, touch on some of the high points, and show you guys how to start working in the right direction here. So Kyra, what I'm going to do first is I'll have you just go ahead and start off by hitting a couple of golf balls, getting yourself warmed up, hit, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 shots. You've already swung a couple, but we'll just swing a couple more, kind of see how you're moving today and start in from there.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, so the first thing that we're going to want to take a look at is that setup position and how far away from the golf ball we're standing. Okay, so what I want you to do is, I'll set a ball here. I want you to just set up like you're normally going to hit you got a 7-iron there, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll just set up ball in the center of our stance, just how we're going to hit a 7-iron here. Good. And the first thing that I want you to really think of, obviously we've got our grip in a good place. We've worked on that. So first thing, we've got that long left arm here. We've got the right arm coming to meet the left arm. So you can see this left arm kind of hanging straight down from the shoulder socket. Right arm coming to meet that, showing 2 knuckles here on this left hand with the right hand kind of on that side of the club. Now, we want to make sure that when we're at address here, that we can allow these arms to just hang straight down from the shoulder socket. So we're going to move up a little bit closer here. Good. I want you to stand up a little bit more here. Good. And let me hold on to this club for just a second. I want you to let those arms just kind of hang down.
Yes.
Yep. So see how those hands are kind of right over top of the toes there?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where we want to be. Okay, so did you see how when I pulled this off, your arms kind of pushed out a little bit further? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's just really get comfortable with this position here in kind of a little bit of a squat and allowing those arms to just hang down from the shoulders. Okay? Okay, allow those arms to both extend here. And now where are you feeling your weight in your feet?
A little forward.
Okay, a little up on the balls.
On my heels.
So we don't want to be back on the heels. I want to be up on those balls of your feet a little bit.
Okay.
Good. So we'll kind of turn this in a little bit more. Yep. Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, now let's try and swing a couple. And all we're focusing on here is allowing those arms to just hang straight down from that shoulder socket.
Okay.
Close. Let's try it again. Nice. Okay, let's try that same thing again. And this time we're really focusing on the bottom out point of that club. Okay, so in order to more so control that bottom out point, we want to think about where our weight's at as the club's coming down into impact. So if we're catching behind the golf ball, chances are our weight's a little bit too far back. Okay, so this time when we're coming down into impact, I want to allow that weight to really shift up onto this front foot so that you can turn through the shot and get that club to bottom in front of the golf ball.
Okay.
Okay, close. So how was balance that time?
Not good.
Okay, so let's correct that. Yep, fix that mat for me. And we've really got to focus on our ball position so that it's consistent throughout every swing. Okay, I've seen you kind of just rake balls towards you and not adjust your feet before we hit the shot. So I want to make sure that with our 7-iron here, just as kind of a standard, we want to think about playing it center of our stance, so right down from that ghost tree on your chest, and I want to get that butt of the club a little up here towards your armpit.
Okay.
Okay? That weight is going to be about 60% on your left foot to start. So your front foot, yep, beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and swing one. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's try it again. And again, I want to try to really focus on shortening up that backswing. So instead of feeling like you're really trying to move that club backwards when you're making your backswing, I want to think more so about stabilizing it. So right now, let me see this for a second. I'll have you pop on this side for me. So right now, as we're coming back, you're doing a really good job till about here, and then we're getting this way. So we're getting what's called a reverse tilt towards the hole, which has a lot to do with where that club's bottoming out as well. Okay, because what's happening is we're turning here, just like this. We're coming towards our target line, and then as we start the downswing, we have to get our weight back onto that right side so that we can allow the hips to turn, because we can never kind of turn those hips with all of our weight up on that front side. So we're going to allow that weight, if we're doing this incorrectly, we're in this reverse tilt position, we allow the weight to transfer here, and then we're trying to play catch up to get it to catch up to this front foot. So what I want to see on these next couple is we're going to push that club away, and we're going to stop about here. Okay, with that arm kind of straight down that target line, just to teach yourself how to allow that turn to happen in our hips and let that weight shift forward without the forward, back, forward. Okay, so here it's going to be more standard. Weight shifts back over our rear foot. We set here, then as we start down, weight shifts back up onto our front foot.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, close. Still just a little bit too far in that backswing there.
Okay.
Okay, so that weight is still shifting towards target and then back again. We want to make sure that that weight stays neutral over the back foot, and then as we start the downswing, it shifts forward.
Okay.
Okay, let's try it again. Now the thing we really have to be careful about as we're teaching this backswing here is we don't want the player to get outside of this rear foot. When we're switching that weight back over our right foot for a right-handed player, we never want that hip base to pass outside of the foot, or never want to feel like our weight passes to the outside of that right foot. So as we load up onto this back side, let's take a backswing. So we load up here, that weight's going to kind of load onto the inside here, and not roll back onto the outside of that foot.
Okay.
Okay, so let's keep that weight loaded up on the inside when we get to the top of our backswing. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's try that again. Could you hear the difference in the ball strike that time? Good.
Yeah.
Okay, a little too extended with that backswing. Did you feel it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah or no?
My side kind of felt like I was not aligned.
Okay, so really connection here is going to solve that. When the arms get disconnected, it's easier to get off plane, so we need to keep these armpits close to the chest here. Let's go ahead and set up. Good. As we push that club away here, stay connected. That's all the further I want you to think about going.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just going to there and then turning onto our left side. Okay, try it again. Yeah, there it is. Could you feel the difference there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what was the feeling that you got?
More stable.
Stable?
Yeah.
Okay. Did it feel like it was easier to kind of turn into the left foot when you were starting the downswing?
Yes.
Like for the weight, did it feel like it finished up towards the target?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's really what we're looking for here. Let's try and hit one more so that we can really try to groove this feel that she's feeling right now. That's going to be a really important thing to pay attention to, is we really want to focus with new players and with very experienced players on what they're feeling throughout the shot. It's going to allow them to practice on their own and kind of reflect back on those feelings that they had when they were in the learning process. Okay, so let's really focus on that feel here, Kyra. Yeah, beautiful. All right, let's hit one more. Yeah, great. So, a little recap on what we went through today. Okay, so let's kind of touch on those couple of little pieces of the puzzle that we put together, and then we can pick back up on those pieces the next time that we go through another lesson. Okay, so number one, we focused on those arms hanging down from our shoulder sockets, okay? Instead of getting those arms extended out away from our body, we want to kind of let them hang straight down. I kind of get a feel like they're hanging over top of my toes. Like when I look down, they're covering my shoestrings, and just want to feel like we can kind of swing those arms back and forth like this and get them to cross those toes. Okay, so there's number one. Number two, our weight distribution. Okay, so ball position was center of our stance with our 7-iron here, and because we're not extending those arms out, we don't want as much weight backwards because we don't have to kind of make that correction. We want to feel more like that weight. It's kind of on the balls of our toes. We're in a athletic stance here rather than kind of being this way. So hips are underneath us, we're kind of squatted down, and those arms are right over top of our toes. Okay, from that position, as we're taking our backswing, we're going to feel like that weight loads on the inside of our rear foot. So pushing that club away, weight loads inside of our right foot, and we want to feel like we're just doing a short backswing right now. So just like that front arm is getting parallel to our target line, that's kind of the key point that we want as we're learning how to load into our backswing and unload into our downswing and follow through. So that parallel position of that lead arm is really going to be important to have a key point on where to stop so that we can get away from that reverse tilt towards target at the top of our backswing. Then it's just allowing that weight to shift up onto our left side and let that club come through the impact zone. Good job.
Thank you.